What's up guys, it's Joshua here, your Eternal Red Gamer. So today I want to talk about something that's kind of been bugging me. It bothered me when I got some news this week that the PlayStation experience is not going to actually happen. And that's something I've been looking forward to every year for the past 3 years, and they're not having it. So I want to discuss some of the things that Sony has done so far and what we have to look forward to in the near future with Sony. So if we look at games that came out this year already, we have God of War that blew the water gates this early March, and then we have Marvel Spider-Man that came out last month and just kind of took over the world right now. And Sony doesn't really have anything else that's big first party, but then again, they don't really need to because those games were pretty outstanding in itself. So I want to look at some of the games that we are going to see in the near future and then what I'm expecting to see shortly after that. So earlier this year, we got releases such as Shadow of the Colossus Remake. We also had the Street Fighter V Season 3 DLC that got spread throughout this year. And then we also got Detroit Become Human that came out a few months ago. We also have Capcom Cup that's going to be surmising Street Fighter V at the end of this year, and that's really about it with some of the big hits that Sony has. So the PlayStation experience was an event similar to like a mini E3 or a different con where Sony had exclusive trailers, world premiere news, other stuff revolving their games or any of their media stuff online or TV shows, movies, whatever, and they announced it every December right after the Game Awards, which was practically in the same week. And now we don't really have much to show off. I'm not so sure. So I think maybe they didn't have anything to show, which is why they're not having a conference this year. Maybe they aren't ready to show some of the new stuff they have, or maybe any announcements that they've already had, such as Ghost of Tsushima earlier in the summertime. Or maybe they just didn't have a commitment to a venue. Maybe it was a funding issue. I don't know. So just speculation here, but I'm deeply saddened for the fact that I'm not going to be able to go this year, and I'm hoping that Sony actually has a bunch of stuff that they can show us throughout the holiday season or early in next year rather than having to wait for E3 next year. Okay, so let's talk about what they've already announced so far earlier in this year. So Ghost of Tsushima, I don't know, it's got a silent T in there. GOT is a game made by Sucker Punch, and Sucker Punch is more notably known for making Infamous. And this is a game where it's an open world game and you are the last samurai in a different type of invasion in Japan, and you're pretty much out to kill everybody, it seems. But the world is awesome, the landscape is beautiful, and the action set pieces that they showed off in the trailer were truly phenomenal. And there's a lot of hype around this game, even though we don't know too much about it. But just looking at the video alone, you can see that this is just a game you want to get your hands on, you want to play it, you want to see more. And I'm very excited to see what Sucker Punch has to offer with this game. And this is one of my most highly anticipated games to look forward to on the Sony platform. So if you know me, you know I like hard games. I like a challenge. And I'm a big fan of the Souls series. And I did enjoy Nioh, and we got an announcement for Nioh 2. So with Nioh, very similar to any Ninja Gaiden / Dark Souls type of game, there's a lot of challenges inside the game itself. It's already hard in itself. You have to dodge very precisely, you have to roll, you have to execute almost 100% perfectly to make everything work out in your favor. And there's crazy action, crazy bosses, and it's just a fun, hard game to play. And with the second game, I'm looking forward to seeing what they're gonna add in addition to the first game, what they're gonna do different, and if there's gonna be a unique storytelling within this world, within this universe, very similar to the first game. So I'm looking forward to seeing what this team has to offer with Nioh. Okay, so we got a lot of weirdness when Kojima announced Death Stranding, and we saw a couple random trailers in the last few years, and then we got some type of gameplay trailer. Norman Reedus' character is just walking, he's carrying a body, he's carrying a box, he's got his little thing on his back that detects all the monsters. You ran into a new NPC character that you know nothing about. And then we got a recent trailer drop which introduced Troy Baker as this golden mask enemy, and then he just takes his mask and he just summons a beast out of the ground and gives it a golden face. So what the fuck is happening? Like, I don't know, this game just keeps getting weirder and weirder, but yet I want to see more. So like, show me actual, like, what am I gonna do? Like, is this just, am I traveling the whole game? Do I actually get a gun? Like, do I just run away from this monster? Like, Kojima, give me something else. Like, stop giving me little hints. Like, come on, do something else. I don't know. Okay, so this is a game I'm not sure it's gonna come out anytime soon. So we have Dreams, which is from Media Molecule, which did Tearaway, and more famously known as Little Big Planet. So in Dreams, you'll be able to create anything in this beautiful world And it really takes it from there. Like, the imagination has no limit when it comes to what Media Molecule has done in a lot of their previous games. So we don't really have a release date. They talked about it in the last press conference or Sony PlayStation Experience, went into a little bit more detail with the developers on their insight and what they wanted to do with the game, but we didn't really see a whole lot of gameplay. So I hopefully get to hear more about this in the near future, but we shall see. I mean, we need more interactive games like this where we can actually be creative, we can share this universe with our friends, invite people to our worlds, and be able to explore that way. Okay, so this was a very interesting game. So we have Concrete Genie, which is actually developed by Sony Entertainment America. And this is a game where you get bullied in this rundown, almost poorly looking city, and you like to doodle notes in your journal. Your main character's name is Ash, and you have your bullies that rip out the pages and then just kind of throw them across the city. And your job is to collect these pieces of your notebook and put it back. But then you run across this mysterious paintbrush that allows you to pretty much bring the world to life itself. And as you're trying to set things right for you and this town, you're also trying to overcome the bullies as Ash makes this beautiful, lustrous world of imagination. So this is a game that highlighted the PlayStation Move mechanics and controllers, which I don't know if it's going to be a real thing in the future, but this is something that also brings a little bit more creativity to games itself, and I want to really play more a little bit. I think I might pick this up in the future. Okay, so we had some original PlayStation IPs that got remade and remastered and have sold really well. Well, at least one of them is. The other one is not out yet. So we had the Crash Insane Trilogy, which of course was a Sony product back on the PlayStation 1, and it was very beloved across platforms, and many people really enjoyed this. And then you get probably the bigger hyped one, which is Spyro. You know, Spyro's getting its reignited trilogy that's going to be coming out hopefully next month. It got pushed back a couple times in the last couple months, but another beautiful rendition of the classic Spyro game. And then Sony announced one that we have not heard from in almost 2 years, and that's Medieval, which was a game that I really enjoyed back on the PlayStation 1. And now I want to know, Sony, where the fuck is Medieval? Like, where is it? We haven't heard anything about it. Like, we've seen a kind of a screenshot, but then we don't have anything else about it. Like, what are you waiting for? Like, show me something. Is this game actually coming out? Okay, now that I've calmed down a little bit, so I'm not gonna go overboard on this one because we all know Final Fantasy VII Remake is a game that's coming out. It's for real this time. It's not coming anytime soon probably, so I don't have a whole lot of hope as far as putting into stock with this game coming out anytime soon. It looks beautiful. The characters they've looked so far have been done right by the aesthetic, and I'm looking forward to the gameplay changes and exploring Midgar and everything that this world has to offer. The bummer thing about it is this game's supposedly going to be in 3 parts, which means that it's not going to be completed until the year 3000. So in the year 3000, my head is probably going to be encased in some type of ice lab, and hopefully I'll have a robotic body and keep in my memory so I can play this game. Okay, so the zombies, I mean, we had a zombie fad about 10 years ago, and then it went away, and then it kind of came back, and then Days Gone was announced, and nobody really cared. And it looks really good because you have all these hordes and hordes of zombies coming at you all at the same time, in real time, which was a big pushing of the console itself, especially when they announced the PlayStation 4 Pro. And now the game's been pushed back so far that it doesn't look like it's coming out. It's supposedly coming out in the next 4 months. I highly doubt it, but who knows? I mean, I guess we'll want to play some more zombie games at that time. I don't know. I mean, I don't really care about this game. Hopefully people like it. Yeah, go zombie killers, yay. Probably the biggest game that I'm looking forward to and everyone's looking forward to is The Last of Us 2. So on E3 of this year, we got to see a clip of Ellie. She's older. She's kind of looking pretty good. And she's in a ball, she's dancing with someone that I guess is her friend or an accomplice, and she makes out with a girl. And then in a different trailer later on, we get her like totally badass Ellie, just murdering people and just really ripping some guys apart inside this store. And what I like about this game, what I'm hoping is going to be, you know, true to the article that I read, is that you're going to have the ability to make choices on who lives and who dies. And based on the trailer that we saw where Ellie actually decides to kill this guy, if she had not killed him, would he come back later? Is he going to get some troops, reassemble, and then come back to hunt you down? How is this gameplay going to be tied in? And then also within the last week, we got a picture, I believe on Twitter, of what Joel is actually going to look like now. He's a lot older, has a big scruffy beard, has a white wolf next to him, or a wolf next to him, and Ellie's known as the wolf in the new game. So is this symbolic of he misses Ellie? Is this just a figment of his imagination? Does he actually have a wolf partner with him? Like, that would be really awesome if you can have like a wolf teaming up with you. Just, you're calling your actions, go sick him, and then go chasing off at the bad guy, biting his leg off while you're going ahead and stabbing the dude in the face, cracking his head over with a beer bottle while some type of enemies. I want this game to come out so bad. Hurry up and come out. I mean, those are the games that, you know, we are looking forward to, but what about some of the other franchises that should be showing some love? Like, do we not have a PlayStation experience because we don't have anything new to show with any new games? I mean, are we gonna get a new Bloodborne anytime soon? We thought we were gonna get one, then we got, was it Sekiro? Shadows Die Twice, which is gonna be multi-platform, so that's not going to be exclusive to Sony. So are we going to get maybe a new Gravity Rush? Like, Gravity Rush was on the Vita, and then you were able to play some version of it on the PS4. So can we actually get a new Gravity Rush game? That would be cool. I mean, Sony used to be good for racing games, so what happened to Gran Turismo? Like, is that a game that's going to come back? Are we going to get Wipeout? Can we get like an arcade racer on the Sony console? I mean, I would love to be playing Wipeout in a next-gen version, but still have that classy, fast-paced arcade vibe. I would really enjoy that. Is Sucker Punch in the back of their studio gonna be working on a new Infamous game? And what about Killzone? Like, is Guerrilla working on like another Killzone game? Are they working on maybe a sequel to Horizon, which in my opinion was one of the best games of I think 2016 when it came out? Fantastic game. What else is Guerrilla doing right now to work on their next project? Have we seen the last of some of the other older games Sony has? Is Ratchet and Clank done? Is Jak and Daxter done? I know my buddy Garrett, you know, my buddy on the podcast, is there going to be a Sly Cooper game? You know, he's really hoping there's another Sly Cooper game, but I don't know if there's going to be one anytime soon. And then, are we going to get any new IPs? I remember when The Order 1886 came out, and that was a great game. It was very AAA quality, but the game was very short-lived. You can finish it in about 4 hours. I don't know about a $60 game for 4 hours. There wasn't really much justification at the time for that. It was a great experience, but a very short-lived experience. So hopefully we get some other stuff coming out that's going to be new, rather than, you know, some older products that are going to get an HD remake or high-res update. Like, I'm looking forward to seeing what else new is working in the backdrop for Sony. All in all, here's my list. Number 1, Last of Us 2. Really looking forward to getting that hands on that game. Number 2, Ghost of Tsushima. Really looking forward to that. And number 3 is probably going to be Neo 2. Since I'm a big fan of those type of games. So again, disappointed that the PlayStation experience is not going to happen this year. Hopefully we're able to get something else next year, and hopefully it's going to be in my hometown, so that way I don't have to really fly or go far to see it. But the PlayStation experience for me is where I got to meet a lot of old friends that I used to work with, whether it be in the gaming industry or just friends that I haven't seen in a long time. I got to do my face painting for Kratos before God of War came out. That was cool. I got made fun of a lot, but who cares? It was fun. I got one of my pictures signed for Ono when Akuma was about to come up for Street Fighter. So I got to meet Ono and got to take that picture with him, got that signed, and now I have this hanging up in my room. It's pretty awesome. Got to go with my podcast, got to go with Garrett and Johnny, and had a great time kind of promoting our podcast, as well as meeting other people in the industry. I met Ashes TV, I met Born Free at a PlayStation experience, and kind of connected on and off with him. I always see him at different EVO events as well when I'm going, so he's someone that I follow. I met Maximilian a couple of times and took a picture with him. So it's always fun to go to these different venues and cons where you can actually meet other people that are like you, that are invested in the same type of games. and product that you are. And it's a big community, and it's something that I hope we get more of these type of cons or experiences, so that way we can still be able to commute with other people in the same building and area rather than just online or on social media. So that's all I got for you guys today. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, hit that like button below. If you want to see more, please hit that subscribe button. Let me know in the comments what you think about upcoming PlayStation titles. Are you looking forward to any Sony games? Is there anything that's on your radar? Is there anything you don't like? Is there anything that you don't want to see? Let me know. And thanks again for watching this video. I'm gonna set up some other stuff in the near future, so keep a lookout for that. Thanks again. I'm Joshua. I'll catch you guys later. See ya.